can feel the tension building up inside by the cover of darkness as the campfire dies. He's moving through the shadows. He can smell your fear. You won't know he's coming till he's there. It's triple life. Friday night. The sound of chains, the gleam of the blade. Run for your life. It's triple life. Time to die. He's in your mind. He's creeping up behind. There's nowhere to hide on a Friday night. It's triple life. Friday night. The sound of chains, the gleam of the blade. Run for your life. It's triple life. Time to die. He's in your mind. He's creeping up behind. There's nowhere to hide on a Friday There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Ladies and gentlemen, this song is called Crazy Licks, Lixx, X triple I is the title of the song, you guys, and we are back for another campfire chat. You guys, make sure you're reading the live stream description. There's some rules down there and basically a description of what we're going to be talking about tonight. Welcome back, you guys. What is going on? Who do we got in here? Axefire, Kaylee LaSky, X-Probe, what is going on? Let's go ahead and, Oh, I forgot to change the source. Give me a moment, you guys. There we go. All right, so you guys, we're going to talk just a tad about the beta. Laquan, what's going on? Welcome back. We're going to talk a little bit about the beta, which is hopefully, I don't know the date, you guys, but it should be coming up soon here. My guess is within maybe the next couple of weeks. 3 weeks at the most, but I think that we're getting pretty damn close. So you guys, I have new photos and, like I said, the demo. Let's see, hold on, let me find. I just lost all my notes here. There we go. So before we read what Wes had to say today, you guys, about the beta, and we're just going to talk about how you're going to be leveling up in the beta. This is pretty much a normal thing with most games, I would imagine. When they go into beta, they're doing these things. It's just kind of a mandatory thing to do while you're going through a beta. The beta is not out yet, you guys. It should be coming out again soon. So some people ask, will the beta run until release date of the game? So Gun Media answered that, you guys, and he said that when the beta actually gets really close to going live, they will be coming out with all that kind of information and letting you know how long it's going to run and whatnot, all that good stuff. Some people were asking you guys, will I get a beta key if I pre-ordered on PS4 or Xbox One? Yes, you will still get beta keys, not for PS4 or Xbox One, but those beta keys will be for PC. So you will still receive a PC beta keys. I think you get like 4 or 5 of them. And even though you have a PS4 or an Xbox, you can maybe give those betas out. Or if you also have a PC and you have the PC game, you will then get a PC beta 2 for your PC if you want to try that out. So yeah, regardless of which platform you purchase on, you will get a key. And remember, you guys, those keys, all the beta keys are PC only. Again, I repeat, because a lot of people get that confused. It is not for PS4 or Xbox. There is not gonna be any kind of a beta for Xbox or PS4. And no, there is no gameplay here, you guys. We are not doing any gameplay in here tonight. It is just the virtual cabin, which I probably should go sit down by the by the fire. Actually, let me go stand over here because the wind is really loud and you can't hear me talk over it. So I will just stand kind of over here where you can't hear the wind. All right. So yeah. Oh, and another good question somebody asked that really hasn't been answered that much is somebody said, I don't know whether I want to buy the game because I don't know what your servers are going to be like. What kind of servers are you going to be hosting for this game? You know, so they said Ben from Gun Media said there will be dedicated servers for this game, you guys, and they plan to have those dedicated servers worldwide. So there should be no problem playing this game, say if you live in Japan. So you'll be fine. If the dedicated servers come out good, which dedicated servers is Dead by Daylight needs dedicated servers. Maybe they've moved to them already, I don't know, but they do need those. And, alright, you guys, we're going to move into what Wes was talking about. So let me go ahead and open that up real quick. Let me find it. So, you guys, Wes made a note today talking about how people are going to be... Let me move this down a little bit so you can read it. There you go. So, Wes was talking about, you guys... Let's see, let me put this... There we go. So, when you level up, you guys, basically, as you can see, it says... Most games take a very long time to unlock content, so in the beta, you guys, because it's only running a few weeks, you're going to be leveling up really fast. So I think the peak he's saying in here is level 30 is going to be the max you can level to in the beta. So a lot of things are going to be different from the real game, you guys. The beta is just to test everything, to see what people are going to do to try to... exploit the experience and level up system. For example, you guys, in Dead by Daylight, you had some killers they found out that they could set down a bear trap and earn some blood points for that. So what they would do was they would set down a bear trap, pick it up, set it down again, pick it up, set it down again, pick it up, set it down again, pick it up, set it down, and if they just did that while all of the survivors were doing their thing, while they have a little bit of free time, they could earn extra points that way. But that ruins the integrity of the game, because now you have a killer that's not even hunting survivors. He's just standing around trying to fucking, so that's what Wes is saying, that they're kind of trying to be looking. The beta is here, not here yet, but it's going to be here, you guys, to find that kind of stuff. What are people doing instead of killing the survivors in order to earn experience points? Same thing goes for the survivors, you guys. You're going to have survivors picking up stuff and, trying to do these certain things to earn points rather than doing, I think in Dead by Daylight, if any of the Friday the 13th developers are listening, the points should be set up in such a way that I think that keeps players playing towards the integrity of the game, the kind of scenario story that you want to draw out for the counselors. So that and Dead by Daylight had to do that a little bit, because some of the survivors weren't playing like a survivor. They were just kind of either exploiting the map or just doing things only that would get them the most points, and that's what they concentrate on. For example, you guys, if nobody earned points for altruism in Dead by Daylight, you can trust me 100%, nobody would ever save your ass off of those hooks. Nobody would ever bother to come get you off of a hook, ever. They would just let you die, and then they would fend for themselves. So the point system, in a way, controls the way the game is going to be played. And that's what the beta's for, and it's going to be good stuff, you guys. Let me check the chat. Okay. Tonight, you guys, I don't know what I'm going to be playing tonight. I'm thinking about maybe some more Watch Dogs 2 or maybe some Dead by Daylight. We will see. The beta is going to be for PC only. You guys, make sure you're reading the live stream description before you start asking any questions, please. Otherwise, I will probably, most of your questions, I will not answer them because you didn't read the description at all. But yeah, you guys, so that's the kind of stuff, and he's saying, oh yeah, everything, in the beta, you're not going to be able to unlock everything, but there will be an unlock system, so you can unlock, a few things, so because they want to test it and see if everything works. But yeah, so that's going to be interesting, you guys, because that's one thing that I hope that they do. It probably won't be correct when they release the beta, but they'll see how people are playing, and they'll see those people that are going in and finding certain kind of exploits. I'm sure Jason, you don't want to give Jason too many experience points for, say, breaking a window, because then he's just gonna run around the map and break as many windows as he can without hunting survivors. So you kind of have to meld those points in such a way that it works with the chemistry and mechanics of the game in order to get people to play how you at least expect them to play in the integrity of the game, if that makes sense. Keeping towards the integrity of the game, because you don't want, Jason would never walk around in the movies just knocking windows out on cabins for points. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't just walk around. You don't want to come across Jason in the woods dropping a trap and picking it up again and dropping a trap and picking it, because if you come across that, you're going to be like, what the hell is he doing? So that's kind of the thing that's going to be going on in the beta. Yeah, you guys. But yeah, let me let you guys go ahead and ask questions on that, because that's really all I have to talk about on the beta. But that's pretty much standard for any beta, you guys. But it's cool that Wes laid it out there, because that's how, that's what a beta's for. A beta is not for you guys. I mean, it's to play and have fun, yes, but it's also to support the game, to figure out what's good, what's bad, the ugly, glitches, exploits, all that kind of stuff is what and you guys as players, if you find a bug, if you find an exploit, if you find that a balance is not working somewhere, or that you have a suggestion on how something works because it just seems unfair, or you're not getting enough points doing whatever, or kind of stuff like that, when you guys play the beta, make sure that when you find these things, go on their Twitter, go on Friday the 13th's Twitter, go on their forums, let them know these things, because that's what they're looking for. I am going to be using Discord when I play Friday the 13th, yes. You guys, there will be, I think there's already, if you guys look on their Twitter, there is, I should have posted it in the description, but there's an official Friday the 13th Discord chat, and they have a lot of sections set up in there, and go on their Twitter, you guys. Scroll down a little bit. It should be down there still, like not too far back behind in their tweets. But yeah, they have a Discord set up. I'm not sure who alls they're gonna invite to if anybody can just go in there. I know also Charmin is also setting up a Discord. That could be like an overflow or something. He already has his set up for different counselor sessions and killer sessions and like stuff like that. So it's all gonna be there, you guys. So make sure you have a Discord downloaded so you can, when we get on there and play, and when your friends get on there, you can be able to chat easier with them. And Although I really like the concept of the voice chat within the game too, because if you're far away from somebody, you shouldn't be able to make contact with them. You shouldn't be able to talk to them. But I know that probably a majority of players are going to get on Discord and they're going to bypass that mechanic. But that's fine, you know. There's not much somebody can do when they're on the other side of the map anyway, unless, you know, if you tell them to come over there and help you because Jason's close by, I doubt that they're going to come. You know, like most, they want to help you. I would come help somebody, but I don't know. Like, what can you do? You know? What can you do against Jason? That's another question I have, you guys. I'm glad you guys brought that up. Say if your Jason's hounding you and you're all by yourself and you need help, what can the other counselors actually do other than run up and maybe hit him without getting themselves killed, you know? I'm wondering how effective the weapons are as opposed to just distracting him. So if somebody needed my help across the map and I ran across the map and I'm standing there, because when you get closer to the situation at hand, you're going to be like, can I hit him or can I just distract him? Like, which one's more effective? So hopefully there's kind of an equal balance there, because, like, I don't know, you're gonna have to somehow distract Jason away from your buddy who's maybe hiding under a bed and he's telling you where he's hiding, but Jason doesn't know where he's hiding. So it's like, I'm under the bed, I need you to get him away from me so I can run out of the cabin. So say that scenario, you guys. So I need you to come get Jason out from under the bed. Or no, I need you to get Jason away from me because I'm hiding under the bed and he won't go away. So, you know, then that person can run over there. I doubt they're going to run up to him and hit him, but at least get his attention so they can go off and let the other person get the fuck away. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me get this thing off the screen, you guys. Hold on a second. Oh, pandas, you're not really gonna see any gameplay here because we're not playing the game. This is just a virtual cabin. You guys, I know some of you are still very confused. Even though I put it in big letters on the thumbnail and in the description, people still get confused. But that's fine. I know that some people are just dropping in. They don't read anything. They just look at the screen and they're like, oh, Friday the 13th. This is not the game, you guys. This is just the virtual cabin. Let's go inside the cabin, you guys. All right, you guys. So yeah, for some of the people that have never seen it before, yes, you can see Jason walking out. So I'm surprised. It's hard to believe, you guys, but there is a lot of people out there that just have not seen this yet. So can we still sit on the couch here? Let's see. There we go. Okay. Not a campfire, but it works. So we do have some new pictures. Oh, I forgot that goes off when you sit down. So we do have new pictures, you guys. That is the first. Some of you have probably seen this. I know a lot of you keep up with Friday the 13th's Twitter, so you probably already seen all these, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that have not. This is, Wes tweeted this out when he was talking about that they were putting a little bit of dust particles inside the cabin, you know. You can kind of see that if you look closely, the little dust particles floating around. They need to add an 80s van. They had it in the movie. That would be kind of cool if you ran across. Now I would love that, you guys. I would love that. I would love if you're out in the forest, you know, maybe there's a little opening somewhere and then bam, there it is. What's his face's van? I can't even think of his name right now. What's his name, you guys? Demon. Him and whatchamacallit? Reggie the Reckless. If you saw their van just chilling out there, maybe it just looks like a little van, you know, but then when you walk up to it and open the side door, that would be cool. You see all their fucking tacos and shit just laid, or their enchiladas, whatever, just laid out in the van, maybe a joint here and there. That would be kind of cool if that would be an easy thing to throw in there. I mean, it'd take a while to build it, obviously, but Is Crazy Ralph gonna be in the game? I have no idea, you guys, but it would be really cool to see him in the game. Now the thing is the model, because as some of you know, Walt Gorney is not with us anymore. He is passed on. So how they would build his facial model and all that, it would they would have to go off pictures and everything. But that would be cool to see Crazy Ralph in the game. And then the next picture, you guys, we have is the athletic girl in her very highly detailed face. Very awesome. Chris's van? Wait, who was Chris's van? Yeah, Reggie with Pam. Pam was that other girl that was with him towards the end. That's a good question. That's a good question, X-Pro Beats. Is Jason going to see Tommy differently? Like, I'm assuming that you're asking, is Jason going to react differently around Tommy Jarvis than he is the other counselors? I really hope so, you guys. I really hope so. Now, in terms of Jason reacting like physically, probably not, but in terms of the player being more cautious around Tommy Jarvis, or maybe wanting to go after him more than the other counselors, for whatever reason that they decide, maybe you get a shit ton of experience points for killing Tommy, so maybe that keeps, that's what they can do, you guys. See, Tommy Jarvis would be an awesome counselor to have on your team for the event that Jason gets a crap ton of. Now, you guys, this is theory. This is not official. Let me repeat that. This is just my personal theories. So if Jason could earn a shit ton of experience points for killing Tommy Jarvis, but at the same time, Tommy is a little bit more harder, difficult to kill. But at the same time, because of that, there's a better chance that, say, remember that scenario I was just talking about? Hey, I'm under this bed. Jason won't go away. I need somebody to come help me distract him. Tommy Jarvis, because once Jason sees that it's Tommy Jarvis, he will go after him moreover than the other counselors, because, hey, there is a 10,000, there's a whatever amount of experience points you get for killing Tommy Jarvis. That would be amazing, because then Jason has more of an initiative now to go after Tommy than whoever else he was looking for before. So yeah, that would be a really cool kind of a thing. What is the bio of Tommy Jarvis? I can't really explain his bio. You'll have to watch part 4. Well, you guys that were here, we watched part 4 recently, or part 5, part 6, part 6. Yeah. Or is it part 4? It's part 4. Yeah, part 4. We watched part 4 not too long ago. And Tommy Jarvis, his bio is basically built in those movies. I think that's why they didn't give Tommy Jarvis a bio, because people pretty much, for the most part, kind of already know who he is from the movies. Part 6, you guys, is probably the one that's going to be in the game, most likely, considering he's the one with the jacket on the single-player diagram that we saw earlier. So, yeah, Tommy is a survivor, the end. He's a very good survivor. He survived from Jason when he was a kid, and then he survived a fake Jason when he was a teenager, and then he survived, ultimately, the real zombie Jason again in his adulthood. Tommy Jarvis has a really nice career on his hands, I guess. But he has a habit of getting rid of Jason. If Tina was in the game, it would be too much, you guys. I don't ever see Tina, you guys. I know it's a cool wish. I don't ever see Tina appearing in the game. She is way overpowered than Jason is. There's no way. There's not. The only way I could see Tina being in the game, you guys, is if it was a one-off, a 1 versus 1. One counselor, Tina, versus Jason. And, okay, then that's fair. That's a little bit more fair. But 7 with Tina in the counselor group? No, that's never going to happen. I can say that right now. I don't even have to be a developer to say that balance will never work. It's maybe a 1 versus 1, that would work, but not 7 with Tina in the group. But let's see. We also, some of you have seen this one already. That's just the girl next door. Look at that booty. Look at that. But she is carrying some gas to the car to fix the car. That booty, though. Canon blasphemy? Are you serious? There's people pretending to be me on Steam? Well, I guess that's flattering in a way, but it's also kind of annoying after a while. I can't believe there's 10 of me on Steam. It's kind of easy to find the real me. Mostly, I guess, by the icon. You guys, since this is going to be multiplayer mainly when it first comes out, I doubt you're going to see anything like a biker gang or anything like that. For the most part, it's just going to be the 7 counselors and Jason. And then that's it. There's probably not going to be any wildlife running around. There's not going to be any other NPCs running around. The closest thing you're going to see in this game to an NPC that I know of is maybe the cops. And even then, they're just going to be sitting in their car most likely. I have no idea how they're modeling this and how they're doing it. That's just from the development point that I have in my head of how the rounds are going to work, and from what I've seen of the game already, I doubt that there's going to be any kind of NPCs roaming or walking the map, so it's just going to be the 7 counselors, Jason, and Camp Crystal Lake. Bam. Like, it's pretty much a 7 versus 1, you guys. It's not 7 versus 1 plus NPCs. That's just not the way it's gonna work. Maybe in the single player you'll see more of that kind of stuff, but not in the multiplayer at all. And then the next picture, you guys, is somebody about to be Mordored in the face. This is not free to play, Alexia Gill. This is definitely, you guys that are just popping up in here, make sure you go down and read the description, and you'll find all the most commonly asked questions and references down there in the description. Yeah, for the most part, you guys, the beta and the way that they're developing this game is to keep integrity. You can't just throw all these random stuff that you guys want in the game, because then it would screw it. For one, it screws the balance up. 2, it's distracting because now Jason doesn't know, like, what if there was NPCs running around the map? They're gonna be dumb. So Jason's automatically gonna go kill them first before coming after anybody human. So that, those kind of things, you can't do it. Because then the human players can't play with Jason, because now the Jason's just going to go around trying to kill all the NPCs because they're easier to kill and they will net them experience points rather than go after the alive people, the players. So yeah, I know you guys have like all these things that you want in the game, but you have to really think like a developer, you guys. There's balancing, there's the way the game works. How is something going to balance well for both Jason and the counselor when you start throwing all these random things in there that really don't make any sense with the playground? And that's essentially what it is a playground. That it'll screw everything up. It just won't work. Somebody said Wes just posted a pic like 10 minutes ago. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. I will look it up. But yeah, whenever you guys think of, ooh, I wish they would put this in there, you got to stop and think about it. If they put that in there, how would it work for the game? Will it be too distracting? Will it be a really bad balance for the counselors? Will it balance well for Jason? Does it make sense in the playground area? Would it be fun to have? Would it be something that would be a waste of the artist's time or the developer's time? Because if they put it in, nobody interacts with it or nobody uses it. It has to all meld and work together, Everything has to have chemistry. Oh, he posted a comparison shot. All right. Let's grab this photo. I'll show you in a second. Let's see. I'll just name it that for now. And let's see. Let me pop it in here. All right, so that's that, you guys. And let me go grab this picture in here and toss it in. So this is a little thing, but it's still kind of cool. And popping it in now. So basically, Wes was saying that the virtual cabin, which is what I'm playing right now, you guys, the texture on Jason from Part 3 has changed. They've been working on these models continuously, you guys. So let me... So that's the Jason in the act, what they've done now, basically. That's how his clothes are going to look now. They made it a little bit darker. So just to show you guys that those of you that have not seen it yet, I will walk down, because there's still a lot of people, you guys. I know we've been doing a lot of these cabin videos, but there are still lots of people that have not seen this stuff. So all these models down here, you guys, they've been updated. And we probably have not seen a lot of the new things that they've fixed up on these models. So this model right here, this is an old Friday the 13th model now. They've been working on it and updating it and making the textures better, you know, changing things. His skin textures probably look a whole lot better now. Because right here, you see how his hand kind of looks like plastic in a way. I mean, it might be just because of the way the light's shining off, but, you know, it just looks a little bit too shiny, like his hands are plastic. But these little things are what the modelers are just coming in and touching up and adding to. You know, you get feedback on the models. I love that giant vein in his head right there on the side. Like that one vein just going back from the front of the mask. But yeah, they're fixing all these babies up. You know, I know they've adjusted this one a lot from this virtual cabin model. But all right, you guys, let me tread back on upstairs. The slow walk upstairs. So let me get back to the chat screen. All right, there we go. But yeah, tweet. Oh, there's 2 new pics. Somebody said he posted another pic. Did he really? I think I got the last one he posted. Oh yeah, he's only posted 1 new pic, you guys. Unless Friday the 13th posted another one. I will look. No, that's the only picture. Alright. Wait a second. Oh, never mind. Jason Takes Omegle has sent me 2 more pictures, you guys. Hold on, I'll throw them up there. This one's kind of cool. It's kind of a pullback shot. Hold on, let me throw this one up in the chat, you guys. Give me. Wes, why are you taking pictures while I'm doing the stream? You're supposed to have all this stuff posted before the stream. Okay. I don't even see this picture on his tweet. Where y'all getting these pictures at? Okay. All right. Let me check the chat again before I post it, because I know I'm like losing, like all of you are chatting right now. Yes, Brit Lee Degree. Before I post this new picture up, you guys, let me go back and read some of you guys' comments, because I know I missed a lot of them. I do have 2 screens, you guys, but when I start talking, I just kind of like go off on a ramble and I forget to read. All right. Oh yeah, I mean, Tina could be a high-level unlockable character, but she would also have to have her telekinesis, you guys. You couldn't put Tina in there and she not be able to use her powers, or maybe you could start out with her. See, it's a good idea, but it's just something that takes a lot of balancing. So you'd have to, maybe Tina starts off, you guys, without her powers at all. But when you level her up, like you're saying, yeah, that she would be able to, Guru Lady, that she would be able to maybe learn some of her powers, but at the same time, you would never be able to play her with other counselors. She would only ever be able to interact with Jason on a 1 versus 1. So I guess maybe if you want to play Tina and have that challenge with a 1 versus 1 Jason, and you have the Jasons that actually want to try to take Tina down, even with her telekinesis powers, I think that would be a cool match. I think that would be a cool little challenge, something that they could add later on down the road, you guys. Right now, it's kind of a thing that would have to be really, like a Tina and a Jason match, you guys. That's something that would need some hefty beta matches. Because they'd have to make sure, when you put Tina's psychokinetic powers in there, that's going to take a lot of balancing to make sure that she just doesn't kill Jason every time, and to make sure that Jason actually has a chance to be able to catch her. I think Christian says, when do I think the beta is going to come out? I'm guessing, you guys, but maybe 2 weeks from now. I will be playing last year. Any kind of survival horror asymmetrical, you guys, I will play them, and if it's good, I usually try to stick with them. Can you fight Jason Punch-Out style? I doubt it. But that would be really cool. If you could have a boxing match with Jason somehow, and it's actually enjoyable, I would really love that, actually, to just sit there and have a duking match. Maybe you can take a few. That's the thing, though. You can't let Jason punch you. You're dead. So you'd have to. I don't know how that would work, but it would be cool. But I can't even picture how that would begin to work. Oh, if somebody said you have to leave some survivors when you drive because it's a truck, yes. If a car can only hold 4 people, you guys, then that's all that can fit. So if you have 7 counselors helping to fix a car, they need to be aware that not all of them are going to be escaping. So there's only going to be 1 driver and 3 other people sitting in the car, and even then, when you're driving, you guys, Jason can still stop you. So, or a multitude of things could happen. Somebody could get pulled out of the car and then killed, and then they drop the keys, or, and then somebody has to get the keys, and then somebody maybe picks up the keys and runs off with them, and you're like, where the hell are you going with the fucking keys? And then, all kinds of scenarios can play out. Though, yeah, the picks. Oh yeah, I'm getting to the picks, you guys. Don't be rushing me, K.A. Sky. I'm gonna come in there and slap you with a Twinkie. All right, you guys, let me get this pick up. Let me pull it up again. I gotta save it. We're gonna call it. Let's see. And boom. A boom. Oh, this one's. Alright, so here is the next screenshot, you guys. This one's fresh off of Twitter, or wherever that was posted. I didn't even read that yet. Hold on. So let me take the chat off for a second so you guys can look at it. So that's pretty much like a pullback shot, letting you see kind of all the textures, lighting, and all that good stuff. Looks really nice. You see Jason kind of to the left of that tree right there. And he's chasing. If you look a little bit down from Jason, you guys, to the bottom of the picture, that is the goofy kid, what's his name, preppy guy, running away from Jason, and he's injured. So, okay, let's go back. There's another picture, you guys. I haven't even looked at the next one yet. All right, hold on. Let me take this one and put it down so you guys can see the chat. There we go. All right, let me look up the next one. Boom. Oh, this one's cool. That looks really cool. Thank you, Jason Takes Omegle, for providing these. That is fucking amazing. All right, hold on, you guys. This one shows off some of that Tom McLaughlin fog, you guys. This shows off, you guys, I can't wait to go in a graveyard and it's like foggy like this. But some of that, if you guys know Tom McLaughlin is the director for Jason Part 6, the one with Tommy Jarvis, and he loves that goth look, the fog, the heavy fog, the old, you know, like, I want to say like European kind of look to the grave, you know. I don't know, it has that European kind of werewolf movie look, you know. But here's that next picture, pulling it up. Let me grab it up. All right. What is this? Oh, that's the clothing. I can get rid of that. Okay. And this one is boom. All right, there's the next picture, you guys. Freaking badass. Badass. Look at that fog, though. That's pretty cool. I'll take the chat off again so you guys can look at it. The mist, yeah. I'm interested to see how Jason's gonna look when he's running, you guys. I wonder if it's gonna be cheap or if it's gonna be fair, but I guess we will find out. All right, let me throw the chat back up on there so people can continue reading. That's what's going on. Oh, nope. I'm moving the wrong thing. There we go. But yeah. Is Jason on the porch? I didn't even look at it in full view. Oh wow, that is him on the porch. That is creepy. Somebody just subscribed. Who was that? Gunnar Hansen or Gunnar Diablo has subscribed. That's cool, you guys. Yeah, if you look on the right side of the porch, you guys, through the fog, let me see. Is the chat in the way? The chat is right. He's right under the chat, you guys. Look under the chat box on the right side of the porch. Says Jason standing here. I can also I can probably make it. There you go. Now you can see him a lot better. He's just standing there on the right. So that fog is amazing. I cannot wait to hear the audio. Like the ambience in Harry Manfredi's music, like it's gonna, if they do it right, you guys, and it's very dynamic and interactive music and sound effects, it's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna feel like you're in your own movie. Kent K. Sean, what's going on? Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, there was gameplay back at E3, you guys, just a bit of it, but they weren't even remotely. They've been adding a ton of stuff since that gameplay, you guys. Like all this fog, all that fog is brand new. That was not in the E3. And the models look tons better. I mean, look at that. It's pretty amazing. The cabin, like, can you imagine? Can you imagine if you were standing down here? Now, I don't know if you can get up to this window at all, or if it's just up on the ceiling. I don't know if that's another floor, but could you imagine if that was another floor and you were standing down there and Jason was standing up there looking down at you, and then all of a sudden he walks away because you know that he's coming down to come after you now? Or he just walks away and then teleports somewhere different, like you're and he's in the woods somewhere? Damn, that shit's gonna be ridiculous. Alright, so that's that picture, you guys. The next one, was that the last one? Oh, there's some more. Hold up. That's Jason swinging. We looked at that one, and then there's some ass. The flirty girl's booty. Yeah, that booty. Y'all, I can't have a campfire chat night and not have the flirty girl's butt up in here. Wes, if you watch this video, you gotta give me, if this is I don't know if I'll have any more campfire chats, you guys, after this. This might be the last campfire chat before the beta, you guys. That makes me anxious thinking about that. Now I won't be able to sit here and talk to you guys pointlessly. I just ramble, you guys. I apologize. But anyway, yeah. Some of that ass for all of you. For all of the ass lovers out there. Can you change the weather? Well, Megan, walk outside, lift your hands up in the air, and tell me what happens. I don't think you can change the weather. Now, I know what you meant, Megan, in the options menu. I don't know if you can change the weather in the options. Now, yet, because there's no weather effects yet. I'm assuming when the full game comes out, you guys, after a little bit, they're gonna add rain and thunder. I did talk to Wes about it a little bit, you guys. But again, see, when they add thunder and rain and lightning, they can't just throw it in there and then, yay, thunder, rain, and lightning. It's gonna change the gameplay mechanics up. So now that it's thundering, raining, and lightning, you guys, there's going to be puddles on the ground. The ground is going to get wet. That takes a lot of design. And then not only that, you guys, but the counselors' feet are going to be wet. When they walk and run into a cabin, they're going to be tracking mud into the cabin. Jason can see where they ran to now. There's going to be footprints in the mud. You know, it's going to change up the gameplay aesthetics a little bit. So that kind of stuff, again, you can't just add some, but they do, Megan, they do want to add rain, thunder, lightning, and that would be tremendously scary. But again, they have to think about how is this going to change up the gameplay mechanics. They got to balance it for both parties. But yeah, that was a good question. Is this game going to have one big ass cave out in the wide open? What do you mean? There was never any caves in the movies. I don't know. I have no idea what I would use as a survivor, you guys. I'd probably just use what I can get my hands on first. Definitely a gun over a handheld weapon. Oh, from like the Nintendo version? The cave that you had to go into and find Jason's mother's head? I don't know. Unless they create an NES variation map, that would be kind of cool, you guys. Like a whole map with different gameplay modes on it, because then if they created an NES variation, you and the 7 other counselors would have to protect the children in the cabins. They would probably be like in the middle of the map or somewhere. And that, I would dig it. That'd be kind of cool. Like you were all kind of like, while you're also trying to protect the kids, you're also trying to go around the map completing objectives like in the NES version. In order to save the kids, you have to do all these things around the map. Then you can kill Jason. Kind of like that. That's a good idea. All right, you guys, let's take it off Flirty Girl's ass. So you guys, Jason is able to go in the water, underwater. Some of you knew that. But here's my question, you guys. Here's my question. How are they going to... This is a crucial question, too. How are they going to make him swim across the water? Is he going to be on top of the water, or is he going to be underwater? Because you've never seen Jason swim on top of the water. For me personally, you guys... For me personally, I'm going to be honest. I would find it very distracting and it would be totally out of Jason's character and integrity if I walked to the lake and I saw him fucking doing front strokes in the water. So I doubt that they're going to make him swim like that. I hope, here's the way I would set it up if I was the developer, you guys. I would make it so Jason can, I don't know if I don't want it to be like in this picture where his mask is just floating across the water. I guess that would kind of be scary if if he was just moving around, but I want him to be able to go under the water. Like totally, the only thing you would see is maybe ripples in the water when he's moving. Tristan Hatcher, thank you for subscribing. I don't want to see Jason moving around above water. at all. Like, I just think it would be silly. I want him to be under the water completely. Like, it would be cool to see his mask kind of up like it is right there. But in terms of him moving around in the water, like to go chase somebody, I would think it would look better if he was under the water and he's coming after them and that you can't really see where the hell he's at. So, like, say if another counselor ran up to the water, like, oh my God, you know, like the person in the water obviously knows they're being chased by Jason by that point. Another person runs up, they don't know what the fuck's going on. They just see this person swimming for dear life, and then they can see like the ripples in the water behind them where Jason's following them maybe. That would be a little bit more scarier, I think. Yeah, if he could just, like, the camera, when the person's playing Jason, the camera would be above the water because you got to see where the hell you're going to get the counselor. So all you would see is where your ripples are, and you would know where you're at because the camera's moving along with you. So you'd be able to chase somebody underwater really easily, and then there you go. That's how, and then you would just pull them underwater and drown them, and then their dead body probably floats back up. You know what I'm saying? Or you could see Jason come up, pull them down, and then the kill happens, and then Jason can keep moving underwater, and then that dead body just comes back up. You know? Oh, you guys, it's all the same melee weapons, and some of you have not seen them, so I can show you them real quick. Hold on. They haven't added anything different. All right, let's go look at them. But yeah, I just don't want to see Jason doing front strokes in the water. You know, I just think it would be really silly. Or to see him just kind of floating on top of the water, that might be a little bit more scary. But after a while, unless they have the right movements in there, seeing just a head floating across the water also would feel a little bit tacky, a little bit silly. You know, I think it's best to just keep him underwater like Jaws and have him go after somebody like that. But yeah, there's a bear trap, you guys. Of course, you've all seen the med spray, and the car keys are still not, they probably have the car keys done, but they just haven't updated the cabin at all. Firecrackers, pocket knife. I don't know what the pocket knife's used for yet. And then you got the 2x4, the fire poker, the hatchet. You have a gun. I don't know how easy it is to get that. And then the cooking pot. There's probably one gun around the map, and I bet you it's really hard to find, because then you have to not only find the gun, I bet, but then you have to find the ammo for it. But then you have the cooking pot, the frying pan, the metal pipe, and the bat. So far, the best one I think to have is either the bat, because all these screenshots that I've seen, you guys, it's probably because they haven't made them yet. I don't know. Well, the metal pipe's done. It's like right here, but they haven't put them on the, maybe they haven't put them on the counselor yet. But every screenshot I've seen, somebody holding a bat, sometimes somebody holding a hatchet. But yeah, it'd be cool to see the other ones as well. Corey Feldman's computer, always nice. But yeah, you guys, that's pretty much it. That's all I have to talk about. What you guys got some questions for me? Let me see. Remember, you guys, don't ask questions that's already been asked in the past. Chats. Take care, Derpy. Thanks for stopping in. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Yeah, that's what I want to do at some point, Dark Jedi. I want to get on Discord, have 7 people in there, and we're all going to work together to try to, I want to do it, to try to kill Jason. Like, we're going to find out. We're all going to try to find as many weapons as we can, and just, at the same time, we got to plan it. Everybody bum... We're just going to be standing around like a little army, all 7 of us lined up side by side. We're going to wait for Jason to find us, you guys, and then we're all just going to go fucking ape shit on him and see what happens with our weapons. Because if we all 7 go ape shit, like, this is the kind of shit you want to see in the movie. Because you think about it, but nobody would ever do that in real life because nobody wants to die. So nobody would ever be willing to risk herself in a group of, because they could have done it in the movie, you guys. But again, nobody would ever want to die. It would make a bad movie as well, obviously. But in real life, I don't think, even if Jason existed in real life, you guys, I don't think 7 people, unless they all had guns, would just try to jump Jason, because somebody's gonna get killed, you know, and nobody wants to die. But yeah, that would be fun to have all 7 people just sitting there, wait for Jason, and just fucking go touchdown on it, go football on his ass. We'll go Super Bowl on his ass. I don't think he'll be able to survive, you guys. Oh shit, that kind of scared me. I forgot about the fucking door. All right. There's not going to be any sex in the game, Eric W. There might be a little bit in the beginning of matches right before you start because they're getting up from sex. And then the way the matches are going to start, you guys, is they're doing something before the match starts. Having sex, drinking a beer by the fire, skinny dipping in the water, just sitting by the fire, eating marshmallows. They're chilling before they hear a scream. They hear a scream, and then they know. Once they hear that scream, it's like all the counselors know Jason is here. And then that's basically how the match starts. So that's the only time you're ever going to see somebody maybe having at the end of their sex session. You know, kind of like what you see with Court and the girl. They're going at it, and then the lights turn off. And then they're like, fuck. You know, so that's probably how it's going to be when the match starts. It probably won't even be as long as the court scene. It's going to be like 4 seconds, you guys. It's going to load up. 4 seconds of whatever they're doing, a scream, the game's on. The beta is hopefully this month, Tyler. We will see. It should be. I think it is. Yeah, because the game comes out next month. So yeah, the beta is definitely, I'm pretty 100% about that. Yeah, Jason has a rage mode. I don't know everything that he can do in that rage mode yet, you guys. I know he can bust through doors quicker. It doesn't matter if they're locked, I guess, or barricaded. He's coming in there because he's pissed. And there's, in rage mode, I know he probably walks a lot faster. He can bust through certain walls and grab somebody and maybe kill them through the wall. You remember that scene in Friday the 13th 7, you guys, where the girl, the bookish girl, she ran in that little tiny tool shed, and Jason busted through the wall on the other side and slashed her with the scimitar, whatever that, what do you call those little crop cutters? I forget. But yeah, he killed her with one of those. So that kind of thing I think you can do, where you can bust through on the, so that's kind of scary. Like you're hiding on the other side of a wall, and then Jason just busts through that side of the wall. Oh man, it's gonna be crazy. If they do it right, I hope they can pull it off. Rage mode equals sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Pretty much. What if Jason goes into rage mode, you guys, and then it just plays this crazy-ass heavy metal music? I doubt it. That wouldn't fit into the integrity of the character, but it would be awesome. I can always do it during a live stream. I don't know how long his rage mode lasts, though. Probably a minute. I have no idea how long the cooldown for the teleportation is. It would be nice. It's probably pretty quickly, you guys, now that I think of it. Because, for the reason that you don't want people abusing that perk or ability. Creighton Duke, that would be cool. He was one of my, when Jason Goes to Hell first came out, you guys, he was my favorite dude for a while. Like, I was like, what else did this dude perform in? And then I found X-Files, the game, and I was like, yay. The X-Files game is actually really fun, and it is. It is. Even today, it's an FMV game, you guys. It's one of those point-and-click FMV adventures, but even today, I went back and looked at it. Even today, that game still stands up and is still really fun to play, because it has an engaging story, like, and really good. It's X-Files. So it's really, if you love X-Files, the game is fucking 100% awesome, even though it came out back in the 90s. Crispin Glover in the game. He's still alive, you guys. If for some reason this game got so big that they because Crispin Glover, I don't know if he'd want to get involved, but that would be kind of cool to model his face and put him in the game and have his dance. Could you imagine if they got Crispin Glover into the motion capture studio and had him do that same dance again, just so they could motion capture it and like make it a taunt or something? I don't know. Jason, could you imagine if Jason walks up to a counselor and they just start busting out with the Crispin dance? I think Jason would get really pissed if that person got away after doing the dance in front of them. I would be like, okay, I am going to kill this bastard first. That would be really cool. Yeah, some of the actors are no longer with us, you guys. Betsy Palmer, who played Mrs. Voorhees, she left us about 3 or 4 years ago, I think it was. And some of the other actors, yeah, most of them are still alive and kicking, you guys. Most of them are still with us, but there's Walt Gorney, the guy that played Crazy Ralph, he's gone. But there's some of them. A lot of them are still with us. Reggie the Reckless, he still goes to horror conventions. He's still alive. But yeah. You can talk to you mean talk to the survivors as Jason? Now that can't happen, but because Jason doesn't talk. Now do you mean like talk to the survivors? You can talk to each other. Like while you're playing the game. Now, they don't talk to each other. Their voices in the game don't talk to each other, but you can talk to each other like real life, like in multiplayer. They do mumble. When they get scared, you guys, they don't talk to each other, but they do mumble stuff. Adam, I usually play as a hero, and I'm rarely. It's hard for me to be a coward because I don't really get scared. I just do stupid things. Now, if Jason's after you and there's no way to save you, I'm not gonna save you. That's not really cowardice. That's just being smart. But I'm not really that scared per se of being a hero in a game. Because I love helping people out when they're in trouble. It's fun. It creates an adventure. It creates a cool moment. Are you going to escape? Are you not going to escape? That's the truth. That's the question. Like, you have to create these cool moments. You have to be reckless sometimes, you guys. Sometimes cool moments happen from that. Don't be afraid to just... If you see something you want to do and you want to try to save this person, do it. I do it a lot in Dead by Daylight, you guys. And sometimes you get away with it. Sometimes you don't. It depends on the killer. It really depends on how good the killer is. Britley, I don't know where they let you drive the car. I don't know if it lets you... I don't know if it's like on rails. I think you can actually drive it. So my guess is you can probably drive it around the map, but it's not going to be like GTA or anything like Watch Dogs. It's just going to be a simple car that you can probably is meant to escape off the map. So if you're going around trying to drive around the map like just a weirdo, then now that would be kind of cool if you got points for just driving for a while without escaping. That's kind of a cool idea though. But it would blow the integrity out of the water. But see how long you can drive around the map without Jason catching you before you escape. But I doubt people are going to want to do that, you guys. Most people are going to want to get in the car and leave right away. Because they want to escape to get their main escape points. They're not going to want to drive around. But I don't know. That's just theory, you guys. It's just theory. I think the car is drivable enough to where you can get out of the map with it. But that's probably... I doubt the mechanics are going to be that great on the car. Like the driving, in terms of solidity on the driving mechanics. Yeah, just keep driving until you reach Manhattan. He won't get you there. No, pass. You see, you guys are thinking way too hard into it. You guys are thinking way too hard in it. There's not going to be any of those kind of physics. The car is probably not going to get damaged if you crash it. I mean, it might have like a... I don't know what they're going to do, like how it's going to be done. But I think when you crash into something, it's not going to be Watch Dogs effects. I don't think. At least not in the beginning until they work on the game after it came out. But I doubt because there's no reason for it. You know, I mean, aesthetically and visually it might be pleasing, but I doubt there's going to be too much car damage unless, I don't know, we'll see. I could be wrong, you guys. I'm underestimating the game. I am underestimating the game because I know it's a small team, you guys, and that kind of stuff takes time. Crash physics, windows, glass splattering everywhere, dents, making the car dent in at a certain part when it hits a certain way. Like, all that stuff takes a really big team. You guys got to remember, this is a team of 12 to 20 people making this game. A very small team. So they're not going to be able to do a lot of these crazy things that you guys are like wanting, all these crazy deeds. Now, after the game comes out and it does successful, just the basics, then they will be able to take that and grow on it. But that's up to us, you guys. Flying out the windshield, that would be really cool. Have they added the new counselor to the counselor room? No. They have had no counselor updates since our last cabin video, you guys. The Jason skins, there's more Jason skins that are down in the basement, you guys, but I know some of you just got in here, so I'll show you again. The Jason skins are from part 3, part 2, part 7, and part 6. So that's part 2 right there, Sackhead. Some of you have never seen him before, so he's probably, like I said, you guys, he's going to be my guilty pleasure, Sackhead is. Because he's the only one that doesn't wear a hockey mask, and you guys know how much of, like, a hippie and a rebel I am, so I'm probably going to play. He'll be my guilty pleasure, Sackface will. Sackhead. That's Jason from 3. We'll do a roundabout. See that large vein on the side of his head? And then you have the Jason from part 7. He looks so much better now, you guys. They've been working on him a little bit more. This is an older model. They've made small touch-ups to him since this virtual cabin. He looks tons better. Can you imagine if all that meat fell off of Jason, you guys? He's just meat and bones, that's it. Like cooked, burnt, chopped up meat. That would be cool, though, if you took all the meat away and it's just this large skeleton coming after you. It'd be kind of weird, but I think it would be kind of cool. Alright, so, and then the Jason from part 6. They've changed this one a lot, you guys, since this virtual cabin model. They've fixed him up quite a bit. But yeah, that's the Jason 6 model. You can see where he's been shot with paintball pellets from the part 6 movie, from when the goofy guy, the Pokemon Go guy from the from the paintball session got killed after he pelted Jason. Jason was very displeased. David Corling. Keep your panties on, David. Keep your panties on. All right, you guys. That is going to wrap up this discussion. Yeah, I love the spine coming out. If you guys see him breathe, you will see the spinal cord and everything. The vertebrae move around on his back. It looks really good. Shut up. Shut up, cuckoo. We ain't got time for you. We just ain't got no time for it. Swamp ass? What? Oh, the counselors aren't anybody from the movie, you guys. It's all made up. They are references to the movies, though. If you look at all the counselors, they are all kind of references to characters from the movie. Like the girl next door looks like what's her face from part 3, the Spanish girl. Yeah. What was her name, you guys? I am so bad with names. Shelley's supposed partner that was supposed to be her he was supposed to be partners with her, but she was like, And then you have the athletic girl. Her shirt's a little bit dirty. And then you have Kenny Rydell.
Okay, all set.
That's right,
Time to
Kenny.
get out of here.
You better get out of here, Kenny.
Oh my god. What happened?
And
Hello?
the bookish
Hello?
girl.
Oh God, help us!
And
Jason's real! Please help us!
you got the rocker
Jason's
girl
alive! Please help us!
based off JJ. Or AJ. JJ, I can't remember.
No,
I get him confused now. It's JJ.
No.
The preppy guy. And the flirty girl, who is really skinny in this virtual cabin, you guys. As you see, her model has changed because I made a bad comment about her in one of my cabin update videos. I said she does. I mean, she looks anorexic. She needs a little bit more meat. And so because this girl looks great, and when I made that comment, they saw that, because she looks really nice, you guys. She has some curves and a nice little butt. And so they went ahead and upgraded the flirty girl, because when you look at her from the side, you guys, it's not so great. It's not so hot. She looks a little bit like she just got out of a hospital and she had a little bit of muscle atrophy going on. So they fixed that. They plumped her up, gave her some food. She's good to go. They fed her a few more hot dogs and she's ready. She is ready. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and end it now. I don't want to jabber about things I've already talked about. But yeah, this might be the last cabin chat, you guys. I think the next time we meet, we might be in the game. So that's actually kind of cool that I'm saying that finally. But all right, you guys. Special Rex, we are going to head out of here. Free Logan Dimmons, thanks for stopping by. Amari Benzil, I'm screwing up everybody's name, you guys, but don't worry about it. I do it all the time. Free Appearance, Eric W. You guys, we are going to head out of here with some really nice tunes. You guys know what I play at every Friday the 13th video at the end. Doesn't matter if it's the movie, doesn't matter if it's the game. It is time. Hell yeah. Legalized it. Teo Software, what's going on? Connor standing. We are heading out of here for the day, you guys. Hopefully, next time we meet, it will be inside the game. Will be inside. you guys. Have a happy Friday the 13th. And good night.
Where's the canal? Court, you didn't already.
Oh, come on, wasn't that the end of the song?
Great. Great.